Good evening, ladies, or afternoon, depending on where you live, since it's only 2 o'clock in sunny California. It is 5 o'clock here, which means it's time for our next installment of Putting on the Glitz. Tonight is earring night, so we show nothing but earrings. I've got hoops, fish hook dangly earrings, clip-ons, and post earrings. So I've got a little bit of everything for you in all kinds of different colors. We've got more 80s Family Feud. Hi, Terry. Good to see you. So we've got some 80s Family Feud. We didn't finish all those questions, so we'll finish those. Actually, we probably won't finish those out, but we'll make some more progress on those. So get your 80s thinking cap on. Hi, Mom. And I just realized that I forgot to put it on the group, that it was showtime. Hi, Kimberly. How are you? So we are at the messy bun point in the week or in the day. So it's actually, some people use dry shampoo that day and then put it up in a messy bun. I'm actually at the hair washing day, but I slept on it and it made the curls all funky. So do I usually do a show on Tuesday? I have been during the challenge weeks, Terry. So this is my third week in a row again. I do all earrings on our Tuesday show. You've been out of town for a long, long time. So this is our third week in a row. And actually, this is the last week of the challenge. So next week, we will not have a Tuesday show. We'll combine the earrings onto Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday nights and have those with the necklaces after this until whenever our next challenge is. Hi, Ruth. Good to see you. So lots of earrings, lots of 80s stuff. Hi, Esley. Good to see you. We will go ahead and get started. This was a pair of earrings from last month's Fashion Fix in July, and I got an extra pair because I thought somebody might really like these. These are kind of, I'm going to call them an edgy J-hook, and you can see why, because they've got all these little sharp edges, little corners on them. They're not a smooth, rounded J-hook, so it's almost like some faceting to that silver. I just have one pair. They're called Made You Hook. See, I've missed you, Terry. We couldn't make fun of the names without you. You're my partner in crime for making fun of the names. This is the size, so they're a nice medium size hoop in that J shape. So these are going to be 101 Made You Hook in silver. Just one pair of these available. And apparently I didn't put on the Do Not Disturb, so hang on just 1 second. There we go. People only try to call me when I'm busy. Nobody calls me all day until I'm doing something, and then they all call. All right, these are Hear Me Shimmer in gold. So these are little polished gold discs. They look like sequins hanging in a cluster, a long cluster. They're on a goldfish hook back. I just have one pair of these remaining. This is the size of these. Let me move my own earring out of the way so that you can get a better idea. Again, a medium length. These are not super long. So we have Hear Me Shimmer in gold. Just one pair. And these are number 102. If I can turn that card around. Yes, people will call you when they're in the dentist chair. People will call you when you're at meetings. It's always when you're doing something else. They never call you when you actually could pick up. They call me when I lay down to take a nap. Like if I haven't had calls all day, I'll lay down to take a nap, and that's when everybody calls. All right, these are in antiqued copper. These are called Put Your Best Face Forward. These are a hammered antiqued copper. They're a wide hoop. 102 to Mom. Oh, Terry wanted them too. How many did I have?
I don't know. Oh.
The gold shimmery.
Yeah, but you only have one on here.
I only have one. Let's give them to Terry, and I'll find some for you, Mom. Put your best face forward. I do have two of these pairs. So this is the size. It's, again, antiqued copper in that hammered style. These are going to be number 103. Yeah, I can always find you some, Mom. All right, these are Spitfire in black. So these are the black metal hoops. They have flattened sections on them, and then they also have like a ribbed appearance on the rest of the metal. Let's see if I can turn that so you can see it. There we go. It's got a little linear design width-wise on the rest of the hoop. I have 3 pairs of these. You know, I try to keep the basic hoops in stock. So this is the size. So we have 3 pairs of these. Spitfire in black. 104. Usually with earrings, they go so fast. I do the Family Feud every 10 pairs since we're showing them so quickly. So that's what we'll do today. This is Opulent Outreach in pink. Just have 1 of these available. Actually, I think I might have 2. These are an opalescent pink bead in the center of both of these circles with the dot motif around it. The lower one also has white rhinestones around it. It'd be in the drawer, and they're alphabetized. The size is this. It says 2 on the back, so I'm going to believe it.
Okay.
I checked most of these.
Okay.
So again, Opulent Outreach. That's a pale pink. And these are number 105.
Can you close that door, please? Okay.
Number 106. These are hoops as well. They're called Modern Meltdown. I have them in both gold and silver. 2 pairs in silver and 4 pairs in gold. So these are kind of an irregular shape. You can see where they're called Meltdown because it kind of looks like the metal has melted. We have this ridge detail down the center of the hoops. So a little ridge that sticks out. This is the size. So these are a little smaller hoop. Modern Meltdown in silver or in gold. 2 pairs in silver, 4 pairs in gold. And these are going to be number 106. Number 107. These are Hopelessly Houston. Hopelessly Houston. It kind of looks like a little bit like a stirrup on the bottom. We have this little crescent with a design in it. And then the hot pink beads or dark pink beads on the bottom. This is the size of these earrings. So again, these are not a huge earring, a little bit on the smaller side. Just 1 pair of these. Hopelessly Houston in pink. These are number 107. $108. These are Meadow Mosaic in rose gold. To me, they kind of look like a leaf. Though those little cutouts in the filigree. This is that rose gold. That is the combination of copper and gold to give it a pinkish gold appearance. They are on a goldfish hook back, rose goldfish hook back, sorry. This is the size of these. So these are Meadow Mosaic in rose gold. 2 pairs of these available. Whoops. Number 108. The numbers just cascaded down into my lap. Got good reactions. Number 109. These are Take a Good Look in silver. So we're again with the polished discs, this time in silver, and they're hung singly along long chains in silver. Number 108 to Terry, to make a long, like, sequined chain. This is the size of these. Just have one remaining of these. So these are going to be Take a Good Look in silver. Number 109. And number 110. These are Dazzling Dewdrops in yellow. I have 2 pairs of these. These are a flowery earring with yellow beads making up that center, and then rhinestones, white rhinestones all along the outside edges of those petals. Inside edges are in an antique silver, so you have that black coloring in with the silver. These are a little bit larger earring, so this is the size. Dazzling Dewdrops in yellow. Number 110. 2 pairs of those available. All right, now it's time for Family Feud. We made it through the first 10. Let's see. This should be a good one. Let's take answer number 5 out of 6 on this one. Name someone or something associated with exercise in the 80s. Someone or something associated with exercise in the 80s. Richard Simmons was number 3. Definitely was Richard Simmons in there. Hi, Violet. Jane Fonda was number 1. I think everybody knew Jane Fonda from that era. Someone or something associated with exercise in the 80s.
What answer were you looking for?
Number 5 out of 6. The Ab Master. That's a good one. That one wasn't on there, but that's a good one. Maybe it came later. I don't know. Yoga? Wasn't yoga yet. Not Susan Powder. Hi, Shannon. Someone or something associated with exercise in the 80s. The Thigh Master. Do you remember who had the Thigh Master? Because that is actually part of the answer. Yes. Violet, you got it. Suzanne Summers. And the Thigh Master was number 5. Jazzercise. Oh, that's a good one. They didn't put that one in here either, Terry. They need to ask different people these questions, don't they? We also had aerobics, which was number 2. Leg warmers, which we talked about the other day. We wore them to keep warm in Wyoming. So leg warmers was number 4, and wristbands was number 6. So you got the people. We just didn't get the things. I'm not sure if Leslie Sampson was around at that time yet, Mom. I'm thinking not. She came a little bit later.
Let's go back further back, Jack LaLanne.
No, we're not going further back to Jack LaLanne. I think Suzanne Summers is far enough. Okay. Max is just trouble. You know that, right? All right. These are Royal Marina in pink. This is a very bright pink. They're a shell type disc, so they have that pearlescent look on them. And then the front is a little medallion with silver filigree and a white rhinestone in the center. hung by this silver ring and then a little silver circular pattern on top. These are called Royal Marina. We have 2 of these available. This is the length of these earrings. So we have Royal Marina in pink. They are number 111. Yes, they are paparazzi pink. Bright pink. We like our bright pink, right? Actually, pink is one of my least favorite colors, to be honest. These are New Age Noble, and I just have 1 pair of these left. Yes, I got you on 108, Terry. New Age Noble in green, so pretty emerald green. These are marquee-shaped rhinestones along the bottom and the top. We have white rhinestones along the center of the edges, and then a teardrop of white rhinestones in the center. Again, I only have 1 pair of these left. The others were claimed on the pre-orders. This is the length of these. So these are going to be number 112, New Age Noble. 112. I'm going to try not to drop them. Number 113. These are Open Pastures. So we have a green crackle stone in the center. This is that olive green or army green. And I'm going to call that a rectangle because it doesn't look quite square to me in this circular setting. And then we have little trinkets. I call these little shells. I don't know why they look like little shells to me. Or the little, what are those, Madeline's cookies with the little linear pattern on them. Just have 1 pair of these. This is the size. So we have Open Pastures in green. And they're going to be number 113. Number 114. These are highly polished, hollow silver heart hoops. So inside, they are hollow. They're not a solid heart, so that they're lightweight. They're a heart sitting on the edge with a post back. This is the size. So let me see if I can kind of turn so you can see. So they are a larger heart. These are called Heart Racing Radiance. Heart Racing Radiance in silver. 2 pairs of these, and they're number 114. For some reason, I see Helen when I see those. And she's not on here right now, but these are Icy Mosaic in green. This is a very pale green. The rhinestone in the center, as well as around this outside edge right here. It's kind of a spiky pattern. Reminds me of icicles or ice crystals. See if I can get those closer so you can see the green rhinestones. They're light like a peridot. So this is the size of these. Icy Mosaic in green is number 115. So by the end of the week, new fashion fixes should be out. Pretty excited about the new fashion fixes. Already gotten to see the preview of the Fifth Avenue one. So I won't get to see the rest of them until probably the end of the week. I'm always excited to see what they come out with. These are called Glorious Gardens. Glorious Gardens. They're in a blue. It's kind of that Caribbean or a turquoise blue. Not the green, but the turquoise blue. These have little cutouts in a flowery pattern. And then the little rhinestones in that blue color. This is the size of these. So these are Glorious Gardens in blue, and 2 of these available. They are number 116. Number 117, I just have 1 pair of these. These, I like to call them a distressed or a shabby chic because they're painted green and then that silver shows through, like they rub off some of the green. So these are a filigree earring in a teardrop shape with like a grass green painted over it, almost an emerald green. This is the size of these. These are called Indie Idol. Indie Idol in green, number 117. Number 118, we've got Tagging Along. And now I have it in 2 colors. So I had it in the polished silver first. Now I've got it in the antiqued copper. So we have a square up on the top and then a trapezoid shape down on the bottom. It has a little, I want to call it a dot pattern, but they're not exactly dots, but a little punched in pattern. Thank you, Gina. Hi. And hi, Sharon. Sharon Holden is on Instagram. So this is the pattern that's kind of punched into them. So I do have 2 pairs of each of these. This is the length and the size. They're called Tagging Along. Yeah, it is kind of a tooled pattern. I don't know. They're actually like elongated dots put in there. I don't know exactly what to call it. It is number 118. It's a pretty pattern anyway. It looks leafy if you look at it from a little distance. Number 119, these are Stellar Square. These are black square rhinestones set on point. They are faceted so that you get a little extra shine out of them. Part of the bottom is open, so you have that cutout, and then the other part is solid. So you get a little extra detail in these post earrings. The post is at the top point of the black rhinestone. So this is the size of these earrings. I have 2 pairs of these available. So these are Stellar Square in black, and they're number 119. I should look, Terry, and see how Paparazzi describes that pattern, because usually they use the little dot motif to make the pattern, and this is more like a small line. These are what they call them, colorfully capricious. I call them snowflake earrings, and you'll see why. They're kind of a snowflake pattern. They're in a pale blue, and they have a white rhinestone right in the center. So this is like an icy blue. These are a smaller dangling earring. I just have 1 pair left. This is the size of these earrings. So Paparazzi's calling them colorfully capricious. I'm calling them snowflakes. 1 pair of these, and they're number 120. Now let's talk about the 80s again. This should be an easy one. There's only so many answers. We're going to take number 4 out of 6. Name a color found on a Rubik's Cube. A color found on a Rubik's Cube. There's only so many colors on the Rubik's Cube, right? Red was number 1. Green was number 3. White was number 6. Shannon got it first. Yellow. Yellow was the right answer. Terry, you were right behind her. It was Shannon, then Terry, then Ruth. My head's going back and forth like this. You can't see it. Number 2 was blue. So you guys got that one as well. I think the only one I haven't seen so far is orange. And orange was number 5. Hi, Marjorie. Good to see you. So orange was number 5. We got all the colors on the Rubik's Cubes. How many of you played with Rubik's Cubes in the 80s or now? I still play with them. So now they have them in cute little like keychain sizes so that you can take them with you and kind of play with them when you're bored waiting places. So I had one for that. I think it got destroyed. I need to get a new one. But how many of you enjoyed playing with the Rubik's Cubes? How many of you did what I did? Of course, I was young. We'll call it that. I was about 11. And I took all the stickers off my friend's brother's Rubik's Cube and put them back on so that all the colors matched. He was so mad. And I didn't get them on there exactly right because, you know, I'm 11. So I didn't get them straight. So you could definitely tell I took them off of there and put them back. It was never the same again. I was just trying to be smart. Everybody else got frustrated. I've seen some people do them and they do them super quick. And I'm like, how are you even seeing what you're turning? That's what I don't understand. I can't believe that they do that so quickly. All right, these are industrial incandescents in black. Shannon, did you do it too? Peel off the stickers. These are an elongated teardrop with a twisted rope appearing frame. There's a cute little pattern. Okay, now I don't feel so bad, Shannon. With little black rhinestones on the inside. This reminds me of a constellation pattern, the stars.
She probably did it just to aggravate Brad.
Did you do it to aggravate Brad? That's what Max said. This is the size of these earrings. So they're in silver and black. Industrial incandescents. I have 2 of these, and they're number 121. Everybody must be hiding today. It's a quiet afternoon. That's not a bad thing, right? These are tropical topography. Tropical topography. So we have a black oval bead pressed in the center of this teardrop pendant. Has kind of a kite-shaped pattern in the middle with little rays coming out from it. You think he peeled the stickers too? Shannon thinks Brad peeled the stickers too.
Do that.
He's taken up for Brad. I'll be on your side, Shannon. I think he did too. This is the size and the length. So I just have 1 pair of these. Tropical topography in black is number 122. It's nap time in retiree land. Is that what the problem is? But most of my people aren't retirees. I mean, some of you are, but not all of you. Besides, nap time was a little earlier. You missed nap time. You're supposed to do that about 2 hours ago. All right, these are Road Trip Treasure in pink. We have a bright pink bead, upside down triangle with a twisted rope around the bottom. Marjorie says yes. Marjorie, don't take up for her. And on the bottom, a roundish plate. This is all one piece with hammered silver. I have 2 pairs of these. This is the size. Push that out of the way. So these are Road Trip Treasure in pink, number 123. We are doing some work on the website. I think I mentioned it to everybody a couple weeks ago or a week or so ago. Hi, Sheila. So if you go in the website and you're not able to at that moment, it may be that it's down. So just message me and I will give you an alternate link where you can get to that. Sharon would like number 123. I do have a more direct link. It's a little bit harder, which is why I usually use the other one. And it's not one that you're going to remember. So I can send you a link if you would like to look at the website in the meantime, if it happens to be down when you're trying to look at it. So just message me, feel free, and I will send you that link. But we're trying to get it completely done so that it can just be up and we're done with it. All right, these are called Vacay the Premises in pink. I just have one of these as well. This is a dark hot pink with pink beads. They're faceted in oval and teardrops in kind of a tropical pattern. That's what they remind me of. This is the size and the length of these. So Vacay the Premises. It's number 124. Everybody's packages went out this morning, unless I didn't have a mailing address. So I think all of you that are here right now, I had mailing addresses for, so everybody just went out this morning. So you should be receiving your packages in a day or two. These are totally hooked in rose gold. So again, another J-hook type earring. Does have little flattened sections on it. These are in rose gold. Just have one pair of these available. This is the size. So these are totally hooked in rose gold, number 125. Number 126. These, for some reason, remind me of beach. These are a boho macrame type earring. This is a beige yarn that they've used. So up here we've got that little macrame and then the lengths of yarn hanging down. Hi, Cynthia. In it we have little beads that are orange, blue, yellow, and then the brown wooden beads. Some nice multicolored beads in this macrame. This is the length of these. So I have 2 pairs of these. They're actually called Beach Bash. So these are Beach Bash in multi, number 126. Number 127. These are Shattered Shimmer in silver. This is my last pair of these. This has a texture that almost makes it look like glitter, but it's not glitter on these sections. And then the little geometric cutouts that look like shattered glass pieces in a circular pattern. This is the size and length of these. These are going to be number 127. Just one pair left of these. These are hardware headed in brass. So this is an antique brass. These are rippled and hammered plates of brass. Hi, Carol. rippled and hammered plates of brass. 2 discs hung together on a brass fishhook back. This is the length. I just have 1 pair of these. Hardware headed. And brass is number 128. So you've missed about 27 pairs, Carol, but there's always the replay for you. That's the great thing about video stuff. We always have the replays available, so you don't really miss anything. These are post earrings. They're called Exalted Elegance. So we have a large hematite rhinestone in the center. It is the mirrored hematite. You see the facets in it. They're like long triangles. And then little hematite stones all around the outside. The post is up here in the point of the triangle. This is the size of these. So they're a little bit larger than I had anticipated, but that's good because most post earrings are so small. So these are not a small post. These are Exalted Elegance. 2 pairs of these available. Number 129. Doing okay over there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I heard the board rattling. I just want to be sure.
I just put another hook in.
Okay. Has to add hooks because we've got so many pairs of earrings. These are called There Goes the Neighborhood. These have the fuchsia rhinestones in them. They're in rectangular and marquee shapes with round white rhinestone in between. Hi, Jane. Good to see you. That fuchsia is very pretty. It's got a little tinge of purple to a bright pink. This is the size. I have 2 pairs of these available. So these are called There Goes the Neighborhood in pink, and they're number 130. All right, now it's time for 80s trivia again. Let's see, we did the color found on the Rubik's Cube. Did the Smurfs the other day. Oh, this one should be fun. Let's do number 6 out of 7 on this question. So you're going to have to think back. Tell me something associated with women's hair in the 80s. Something associated with women's hair in the 80s. I'm going to take answer number 6 out of 7.
Is it Farrah Fawcett?
She is not on the list.
Oh.
Perms. Perms were big. Number 5 was perms. Shannon, you got it right away. The banana clip. And I still use those sometimes. Big hair was number 2, Jane. The hairspray was number 1. And they even specified a brand. It's hairspray / Aquanet. We did the Aquanet. Yes. And they still make that stuff. Teased hair was number 4. The bangs were number 3. Way too many of you know about this 80s hair. So let's see. We got the hairspray. We got the big hair. We got bangs, teased, perms, banana clips. The only one we haven't gotten is the last one. And the girls still sometimes use these too. I know Caitlin uses a lot of these in her hair. What other hair? I guess we'll have to call it an implement. I don't know what else to call it. Did they use in the 80s? Not the Jerry curl. Not the side ponytail, but you would have used it in one. Yes, the scrunchies. Scrunchies. And when you weren't wearing them in your hair, you had them around your wrist. Definitely scrunchies. Jane knew it too. 80s hair was fun hair though, wasn't it? And I had great 80s hair because my hair is so fine and light, but it's curly. So if you put hairspray in this, I mean, I can really get it out there and it will stay there. I still have great 80s hair. I don't even need the perm anymore because it's gotten so much more curly since I've had kids. So I wouldn't even need the perm. I needed it then. Hi, Carla. We were just talking about 80s hair. Wasn't hair great in the 80s? And then the 90s, and we had those cute little rolled up bangs that were like this little sculpture.
Yeah, hair was great in the 80s. Mullets. Mullets.
Guys' hair did not have a good time in the 80s. Okay, no mullets. Guys' hair was not great in the 80s. All right. Our next earrings are Mesa Mood in red. Red crackle beads in a circular shape. A little motif around the outside of the silver circles. Yes, the big hair. And the aquanet and the scrunchies and the banana clips. So this is the size of these earrings. Yes, you had to make your head in proportion to the shoulder pads. So these are Mesa Mood in red. Uh-oh, we ran out of numbers, Max. That can't happen. Where's the rest of my numbers? I need 131. Well, these are number 131. I don't know where my numbers went, but these are going to be 131. Mesa Mood in red. Here you go. They're probably in there and just not sorted out. Let me see them. No, those are in order.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they're all in order. So I'm missing a stack.
You skip.
No, I'm not skipping because that's too confusing. Well, I guess it'll be confusing not to have numbers too.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so those are going to be 131 that I just gave you. So they're going to be the only one that does not have a number. Okay, we're going to skip numbers here. So these are Palm Lagoon in gold. So these are all independently moving pieces. They are textured. I'm not going to call those hammered because it's not exactly hammered. It's more of a textured look. They are in gold. This is the length and the size. I just have one of these left. They're called Palm Lagoon in gold, and they're going to be 147. 147. I don't know where the numbers went between 131 and 146. It happens. All right, these are Tapered Twinkle. Tapered Twinkle in gold. So we have a gold ring at the top with a little bar and little strips of white rhinestones, strands of white rhinestones hanging down on the bottom. Longer in the middle, shorter toward the edges. They're on a fishhook back as well in gold. This is the size and the length. So we have one pair of these remaining. Tapered Twinkle in gold is number 148. I don't know why my camera on Instagram keeps going like orangey yellow and then back. That drives me crazy too. It's an Instagram thing. All right, these are Industrial Imperfection. These are a hammered teardrop in gold. So it, of course, has made them a little bit of an abstract teardrop on a gold fishhook back. This is the size and length of these. So Industrial Imperfection in gold, 149, just one pair of these. 149. Number 150, these are called Radically Retro. So we have little gold bars in kind of a chevron pattern at the top, and then the little beaded tassels along the bottom. They remind me of those beaded curtains from, I guess those would be 70s era, huh? The beaded curtains.
Mm-hmm.
From the fishhook back. This is the size and length of these. Just one pair of these. Radically Retro. In gold, it's number 150. They were kind of a hippie-ish thing. See now, but that messed up the questions. Because we were supposed to do every 10.
Sorry.
That's okay. We'll just do an extra one. Nobody objects to an extra Family Feud question, do you? All right, let's try answer number 5 on this one out of 8. 8 possibilities. Name a character from an 80s lunchbox. Come on, Shannon, Jane, you know these. What lunchboxes did you have going to school? I had some of these, so I know you did. Unless you had to eat school lunch all the time. We had to pack our lunch, so. Think about all the kids in your class. What lunchboxes did they have? Strawberry shortcake was number 4. That's a good one. That Care Bears, Julie. That was number 6. That's good. Peanuts was not one of them. Scooby-Doo, that would have been a good one, but it's not on there either. Mario Brothers, Saved by the Bell. They didn't put Saved by the Bell on there. Star Wars was number 2. You don't know about that because of Brad, right?
Mm-hmm.
Land Before Time was not on there. The Smurfs were number 1. Ooh, My Little Pony is good. They didn't put that one on there. Star Wars, we got that one. Superman wasn't on there. Rainbow Bright, Terry got it. Number 5 was Rainbow Bright. And I had those. Ooh, Cabbage Patch Kids were good too in the 80s, Julie. They didn't put that one on here, but those were definitely big in the 80s. Bob Ross. No, we were not carrying Bob Ross lunchboxes. All right, we have, let's see, 1, 2, 3 that weren't guessed. One was the $6 Million Man. That was number 3. Number 7 was Snoopy. Snoopy lunchboxes. I mean, there was Peanuts. Somebody said Peanuts, but just Snoopy specifically. I don't remember that, but I guess it could have been. Mork and Mindy was the last one. Mork and Mindy. They were big in the 80s.
You can watch it on Pluto if they want.
I'm not sure if I remember them being on lunchboxes, though. Alf. You remember Alf being on lunchboxes? I do remember him.
Oh.
Yes, okay. We don't need you to imitate him over here. Oh, dear.
Tell them they haven't seen Alf Tales, they're missing a funny cartoon.
Yeah. Max said if you haven't seen Alf, you're missing the funny cartoons.
Alf Tales.
Alf Tales?
Yes.
I didn't know there was a...
Yes, but he did his own version of nursery rhymes.
Oh, he did his own... I did not see that. I saw the regular show.
No, this is Alf Tales. The cartoon.
Jane said she had a Snoopy canopy bed set. Okay. I guess there was something... We watched all the Charlie Brown, specials that they had out, but I don't remember just Snoopy on anything. All right, I have 1 pair of each of these left. 1 gold, 1 silver. These are the Limitlessly Leafy in gold or in silver. These are little leaves. They're all hung on a frame so they don't get tangled up. So let me show you that frame in the back. They made a little frame of rings, which I love because otherwise these leaves would be turning every which way all the time. So we have some nice leaf detail in the cutouts. This is the length and the size. Very, very good zoom earrings. They show up really nicely. I have the silver ones. Max has that problem too, Terry. So these are Limitlessly Leafy in gold or silver, number 151. She says she doesn't remember much of the 80s because she was already an adult. I was 4 when the 80s came in, so you can do the math if you want to. I do remember a little bit more than 90s because those would have been my later teenage years, but I do remember quite a bit of the 80s too. All right, just one pair left of these. These are Exhilarated Edge. So they have a pretty scalloped edge along this polished gold hoop. These are a little bit larger hoops. So this is going to be the size and the length. These are Exhilarated Edge. They also have a little bit of a hammered texture to them. So these are number 152. Just one pair of these. 152. All right, now I'm going to do a few clip earrings because I know there are some that wear the clip earrings, not as many, but we've got some really nice clip earrings. So if you know anybody who wears clip earrings or needs them, you might want to refer them or at least look on the website. These are some new ones I got this week. They're called Industrial Gallery in silver. They have a hammered silver, so in a kind of a kite pattern at the bottom, open kite pattern, and then a little abstract shape at the top. Standard clip-on backing with the little silicone stoppers in there to help make them more comfortable. This is the size of this pair, and I wish they'd made them in posts too, because I think these would have been a really popular earring in a post. These are Industrial Gallery in silver, and I have two pairs of these, number 153. Don't worry, I have some more regular earrings too. I got to throw these in there a little bit so that you can see what kind of clip-on earrings we have. These are also clip-ons. I have 4 pairs of these. They're called Refined Ruffles in gold. So we have the little solid gold circle at the top, and then a polished gold circle around the bottom with a little, I guess they're calling this ruffled, but looks kind of like the twisted rope gold in the center. Again, standard clip-on back with a silicone stopper. This is the size of these. So these are Refined Ruffles in gold, number 154. And I made it easy. On my show, you can always tell if they're a clip-on because they'll have this sticker on the front to let me know it's a clip-on when I glance at them. So if you see a sticker on the front, they are a clip-on. These are Better Buckle Up in silver. So again, these kind of look like stirrups on the bottom. They have the dot motif in antique silver. Standard clip-on back with the silicone stopper. This is the size of these earrings. So these are Better Buckle Up in silver, number 155. I do have to give it to Paparazzi. They try to make some really nice clip-on earrings. They're not as easy to find as they used to be, especially really nice, like trendy earrings in a clip-on. But Paparazzi has done a really good job keeping up with that. All right, this is my last pair. We're back to regular earrings. These are Fifth Avenue Fashionista in brass. So this is an antique brass hoop, white rhinestones in a channel all down the front and around the back. So all down the middle. These are a smaller size hoop. So this is the size. Fifth Avenue Fashionista in brass is number 156. Again, my last pair of those. Number 157, I also have the last pair. These are Debutante Debut in green. Pretty emerald green, faceted teardrop rhinestone in the center. It is surrounded with the little hematite or gray colored rhinestones in a teardrop shape. This one is a post earring. The post is up here toward the top. This is the size of these. So these are Debutante Debut in green, number 157. Number 158. These are also green. I'm glad you love them, Terry. These are in a pale green. These are a filigree. Again, the kind of shabby chic or distressed. So they're painted in the light green or the pale green. And then some of the silver peeks through that paint. It's kind of a teardrop shape. This is the size of these earrings. They're called Floral Affair in green, number 158. You can go ahead and do the drawing if you want to, Max.
Okay.
I figured I'd tell you that. Number 159. These are moonstone, brown moonstone in the center in that teardrop shape with a filigree or cutout teardrop on the outside in silver. These are called Do You Feel Me for that dewy bead. Kind of a medium brown. This is the size. It's like a weak coffee color. So if your coffee is not strong enough, it'll be this color. Shannon, you won the free piece today. So I have 2 pairs of these. Do You Feel Me in brown is number 159. And your bracelet should be coming in this week. So if you don't get anything else, your bracelet will be free. Peter Frampton's Do You Feel Me? Spelled a little different, but yeah. All right, these are called A World to Sear. They're calling these brown. To me, they're more of a beige color. Maybe with just a tiny, tiny drop of peach in them. They're a dewy bead in a teardrop shape with a silver frame. So this is a nice neutral color. It was one of the Fashion Fix exclusives last month. So we only get 1 pair of these and they're not reorderable. So this is my only pair. This is called A World to Sear in brown, number 160. So each month with the Fashion Fixes, I get the 5 Fashion Fixes, which are 4 pieces each, and then I get 5 exclusive pieces. There'll be 1 each of 5 different pieces, and they're exclusive because they give them to those who have the Fashion Fix, and that's all there is. You get 1 pair or 1 piece of each, and you can't reorder them anywhere. So I would have to get them from another consultant who also had the Fashion Fix in order to be able to get them. So it's a one and done every time with those 5. All right, these are Flirtatiously Flourishing in antique copper. This is a teardrop shape with a flowery embossed pattern on them. Hi, Lacey. Good to see you. This is the size. So I have 1 of these remaining. Flirtatiously Flourishing in copper is number 161. So just a few pairs left now, and then we'll call it a night. Again, this is our last Tuesday night show until they do another competition. So we'll take a break on the Tuesdays. These are Radiating Radiance in copper. So this is more of the shiny copper, but it's not highly polished. It's more of a satin finish on these. They kind of look like an open flower. So we have the dot motif around the center, and then these look like little flower petals around the outside. I have 1 of these. This is the size. So these are called Radiating Radiance in copper, number 162. And I've got more boxes coming in this week. So tomorrow night will be, let's see, tomorrow's Wednesday, 5 o'clock. So we'll have necklaces tomorrow. We've got some new ones in for you to see. Thursday is Rings and Bracelets Day at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This is Twist Me Round in copper. This is my last pair of these. So a twisted and hammered copper teardrop. Again, the combination between that shiny and antique copper. This is the size and length. So these are Twist Me Round in copper, 163. Friday night is all one and done. So if you want something, you've got to get it fast on Friday night. Everything that I have on Friday nights, I only have one of, and I cannot reorder it. So I don't put any of the blockbusters in there. It's blockbusters we can reorder. Only things I cannot reorder. These are the Shakedown in antique copper. So this is another leafy pair. It has geometric cutouts in these leaves. Again, they are hung on this frame so they don't all bunch up. This is the size and length of these earrings. One pair of these, the Shakedown in copper, 164. And those one and dones as of next week will include earrings that I have no more of. So we'll have one and done earrings as well. And then Sundays, we have our regular Sunday show with a mixture of new and past releases. This one is Cactus Cruise in multi. So these are crackle beads in oval and teardrop shapes in blue and red. So you have the multi-colors. This is the length of these. Cactus Cruise in multi. And this is number 165. This is going to be our last piece for today. All right, so we got those done. Lots and lots of pairs of earrings. How many pairs was that, Max?
I have no idea because you messed up the numbers.
I know, but what does it say on your sheet?
It was 51.
51 pairs of earrings in just
50, excuse me.
50.
50.
Do you know your numbers?
Yes, I'm looking at the line.
Did you take off your socks? 50 pairs of earrings in just over an hour. Max recounted those. And so if you didn't catch the beginning of the show, go ahead and go back and watch the replay. If you want to claim, just message me or comment on the video, and I will get those for you. If you do not see that red box up in the corner that says live, you are watching the replay. Thank you all for joining us, and hopefully we'll see you back tomorrow evening at 5 Eastern Standard Time, and we will have new release necklaces and some other necklaces as well. Thank you, and you all have a good evening.